Woman bites off man's tongue during street brawl. Seagull swoops down and eats it.
Oh my.
Wait, what? What?
I think I was pretty clear.
Out of her mouth?
No, she spit it out.
No.
She's like holding it up.
She bit
Got
it
it.
off?
She spit it in the air and it flew in and grabbed it out of the
What
air.
happened? What happened to cause this fight?
Methamphetamine.
Yeah.
A
that's what I
Scottish
assumed.
man was left stunned after a woman bit off his tongue during a street brawl, only to watch a seagull swoop down and eat it.
Okay,
A
listen.
street
There
brawl.
are certain things that have to lead up to that. I can't just go up to a person and bite their tongue off. Like,
Yeah, you can.
are they gonna stick their tongue out at me? Am I gonna like reach my hand?
Maybe
into
they were
their,
making
am I
out.
gonna,
Hold on,
It's a street brawl, though.
That's not mentioned in your story.
Yeah.
So
Let
how
me-
did she get
well,
access?
I've
if
read-
there's
I've
any
read,
part of your body that's easiest to protect, it is your tongue. Of
Yeah.
all other things.
I've
You
read-
seen Kong Skull Island? Remember when he like rips that?
Yeah.
his jaw?
Did she do
And
that
he, like-
to it?
She like with her third hand, she
Yeah.
pulled out. She used two to pry his mouth open, one to pull the tongue out, and then bit it off.
Yeah.
Maybe-
Oh, God.
Maybe
This is Florida, right?
Or she stuffed her face.
Maybe if we get to sentence 2,
Okay, go for
a lot of
sentence
things
two.
will be
Go
cleared
for
up.
You don't
sentence
want
two.
them to be cleared up.
James McKenzie and Bethany Ryan were involved in a wild street fight August 2019 when
Does
she
sound
leant
pretty wild.
in to kiss him. As she leant in, she savagely bit down so hard she ripped a chunk of his tongue out. And this is in New Zealand, not Florida.
Oh.
But it's a Scottish man in New Zealand.
She grabbed the
Yes.
she bit off a piece of his tongue, spit it out. Then the large gull flew down, grabbed the fleshy muscle in its beak, and then made off before the injured man could retrieve it. She kissed me on the. This is a quote from the prosecutor. She kissed him on the lips, and during the course of that, she bit through his tongue, which caused a piece of his tongue to be removed. Mr. McKenzie walked off. Why did it say Mr.?
Because
Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. So she bit off part of his tongue. It was
Yeah.
still in his mouth. He walked off and spit out his
Ugh.
own part of his tongue.
Ugh.
And then the seagull swept in and,
I hate
and
all
scooped
this.
it
I
up.
hate all of this. Did they know each other before? What made them fight?
I think
Are
I
there
would be like-
drugs
Were they
involved?
fighting or kissing or both?
They
Both.
they were fighting, and then she went in to kiss him.
Why?
To bite off his tongue.
wait, were they dating? What was their
It doesn't
relationship
mention
prior
that.
to
what's their
this?
Who are they?
I don't know. I don't know their
understand.
relationship.
It sounds like that she...
Is the seagull their baby?
Did they pause the fight to kiss?
Wait,
Yeah. Is
wait.
somebody here a prostitute who didn't get paid?
Yeah.
I
What?
think he
what
is.
Okay,
caused
here's
it?
another
Yeah.
article.
Okay.
Edinburgh Sheriff's.
That's
Court.
Scotland.
Yes.
He's
no,
from
wait.
Scotland.
But it happened in New Zealand. Wouldn't New Zealand court?
You would think so.
They
I don't know where the fuck this happened, okay?
no, clearly Interpol got involved in
It's
this.
from the New Zealand Herald,
MI6.
which made me assume it was in New Zealand.
Okay.
But now they're saying Edinburgh Sheriff's prosecutor Susan Dixon said the pair, who were strangers, clashed at the Capitol Leith Walk and an argument developed.
Okay.
And then they kissed.
I'm just saying, if I'm out
All right,
and I get into a fight with a stranger, if they try to lean in to kiss me, I'm not just gonna go along with it.
yeah, James sounds at least a little culpable in this scenario.
Yeah.
It does say that the woman, Bethany Ryan, initially attempted to walk away from the confrontation, but McKenzie, the man, continued to be aggressive. McKenzie approached her again with a clenched fist, and that's when I guess she went in
kissed?
for the kiss.
Why?
She's
Why?
like, "Don't
When in
punch
doubt,
me. Here's a little."
Rip their tongue out.
Why would he go along with
So
it
he's
and
the-
be like,
no, he's
I'll
the bad
slip
guy.
her
He's
some
the aggressor.
tongue.
No,
it
he's
sounds
the
like.
bad guy.
Well,
He's
yeah,
at least
but
the aggressor.
But I don't
he's trying to
understand.
sexually assault her or assault her in some way, and she's like, "This is the classic, like, oh, you're kidnapping me? Let me blow you, and I'm gonna bite your penis off."
Well, she's the one that pleaded guilty to assault, though.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean she's wrong. Listen,
It doesn't necessarily.
Listen, Chris, I feel like you're projecting a whole lot onto this scenario. For all we know, these are two meth heads screaming at each other in the fucking street.
Yeah, but they're strangers. That's the thing, is they
yeah,
did
they
not know
could
each
be
other
two
before.
stranger crackheads screaming at each other in the street.
True.
Listen, if she's the one that went in to kiss him, like even if they were both fighting, he still had to reciprocate in some
That's
way
what I'm
to say
saying.
that-
It's his fault.
But she still could have done other things besides go in to kiss him. They're both fighting with each other, and she bit part of his tongue off. I think
if,
you're projecting some
if-
shit on this that we haven't
no,
learned yet.
say all other things are equal, right? You have two crackheads fighting in the
Yeah.
street. We're also assuming both of these people are on crack now.
Nobody
This
mentioned
isn't-
they're on crack.
This isn't a thing that non-insane
You have
people
you
don't
have
know that.
two fucked up people fighting in the street.
Yeah.
Right. Her story is that he continues to pursue her as part of
Mm-hmm.
this, right? And so we don't know this. Maybe he's a 1.5 feet taller than her and scary and is like getting ready to pound her. And she's like,
Pound
no,
her?
love. Like punch her, I mean. Like he's getting ready to beat her up. He's like, ooh, I'm going to murder and do bad stuff to you. And she's
I'm
like,
gonna murder and do
she's
bad
like,
stuff.
and she's like, to borrow a page from the damn playbook. She's like, oi, look at you, love. Why don't you give me a little snatch on
Can
the
we
gobbers?
clarify what
Right?
the Dan playbook is?
Dan has a Cockney accent
Yeah,
that he
thank you.
uses for anybody
Yes.
from the UK.
Yes.
Thank you. And it's not offensive.
Anybody from the UK gets the Cockney accent. So she's like, "Oh, don't be pounding me in the face. Come lean on in for a little snog, me mate." And then he goes in. She bites off the tongue, startling him enough for her to run away. I'm at least not ready to cast judgment. Just because she was found guilty doesn't mean
I don't like the
But
victim
you already
blame.
are casting judgment. You've already decided that this guy is going to sexually assault her.
I'm saying if
which
you're
is what you
fighting with a
said
stranger on the
before.
street and they're like, "Give me a tongue kiss," and you're like, "Yeah,"
All
then
right.
you
But it
got
never
it.
says he
So,
asked for it.
so
No, but he did it.
What
The
about the
gist-
seagull?
the gist is, right, this guy was trying to rape this girl, and then she defended herself by biting off his tongue, and then this heroic seagull swept down
None of
and
this
saved the
is
day?
brought
What-
up
is that
in
what
this
happened?
article.
Here's what we don't know, right? The seagull clearly took that tongue piece, went and put it on ice, just didn't have James's address.
Yeah.
to
He
be
was
able
a
to get it back to
it's
him.
a Dr. Seagull.
Yeah.
Well, the seagull came all the way from New Zealand.
Yes, that's the New Zealand tie-in.
New Seagull End?
Yeah,
Yeah,
New Zealand.
exactly.
Listen, whether or not this lady was wrong, James has to have been doing something fucked up or wrong to get his tongue bit off. He had his tongue in this person's mouth enough for them to bite it off.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
there's no
I feel like you're doing something wrong if a stranger bites your tongue off.
yes.
Yeah.
Like it's not like your nose. It's not like somebody can hold your head and bite your
Or your
you know.
ear.
Yeah. Like your tongue is a thing you have to open your mouth and
It's
put
a
your tongue in their
difficult thing
mouth.
to bite off.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's way easier to bite off, an earlobe, a nose, a finger even,
Well,
Mm-hmm.
Was
Don't
she
I
going to
know
tell
it?
him to put his fingers in her mouth?
I'd do
I
it.
mean, she convinced him
Boy.
to
She's
kiss
kissing
her.
him,
Yeah.
I'd do it,
She's like, put the thumb of your dominant hand in me mouth.
Some people like a thumb in the butt. Some people like their thumb bit off in somebody's mouth, you know?
Yeah.
Well, you know what they
To each
say.
their own. Speaking of doctors,
I'm glad you cut me off. I was gonna make a joke that's not good.
the seagulls are not a doctor.